everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Finally, I got my hands on this gorgeous creature. I've been hunting down the 40 milliliter Maison Dior because now they renamed them. They're not called Privé line anymore or Dior Privé. They're called the Maison Dior line. And I hunted down a new little creature. But first, let's, while we're unopening it, let's see, or while we're unboxing it. Unopening? That's not even a word, really. These are their new papers. I'm not so sure I'm liking these. So it says kind of Christian Dior. It says Christian Dior all over them, but in really big, bold writing. I kind of preferred the elegant little tiny CDs sprinkled around, or Christian Dior sprinkled around the tissue paper. But this one has been perfumed for me by the lovely sales associate at Dior with Belle de Jour, because it is my favorite of the line till now. Let's see what happens. And so that's that. That's really beautiful. Moving on. This is the perfume that we will be unboxing today. Balade Sauvage. It got a little bit dented because they kind of reserved one for me in their little weird drawer, so they kind of squished it, but whatever. As I mentioned during the unboxing of Belle de Jour, and you could check that out, link in the description box down below. You open these because they're rounded. You peel off the back, just like the Jean Paul Gaultier, Le Male, and Classique metal boxes used to be. Now I've seen more and more produced in carton boxes, which is awful. There you go. We peel this off. Put it down here. And then you unbox it like that. And here we have our Balade Sauvage. We open it up. There's a little spongy top here. Very soft for the perfume. Let's see how close I can get to the camera. Okay. And let's pull it out. 40 milliliter. It's super tiny. At the bottom, we have all our inscriptions, the explanation, Balade Sauvage, Eau de Parfum, made in France, 40 milliliter spray. It has a magnet stopper, the Christian Dior logo on the inside, as well as on top. There it is. And at the bottom, we don't have anything. All of the descriptions, a lot of you ask me, where are the inscriptions of the milliliter quantity or the fluid ounce quantity and concentration on the bottles? Just as the Chanel exclusives do it, Dior does it as well. There is a very faded gray text on the back of the sticker. You could see it through the glass. It's very hard to see though on camera, but you could see it, when you have it in hand, it's very visible. And this one in the back states it's an Eau de Parfum 40 ml, made in France, Christian Dior. Anyway, let's spray it. First impressions. Delicious. Very fig. I can only say there's a lot of fig in here. And it does remind me of the Diptyque fig, which is, I never remember the real name, is if it's Philosikos, I think it's Philosikos or Philosophikos would be too many philosophy words inside of a fig name. But both the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum from Diptyque. This one, however, I have to do a review on it. I'm going to test it in the next couple of days. It's a great summery scent. It's so fresh and breezy, and the fig in it, to me, I don't know how to describe it quite yet. I need more time, but it's a bit more zesty than the Diptyque fig, if that makes any sense. But let's see what else we got in the bag here. Let's put this to the side. I got these two. Now, mind you, they've become very strict with their freebies. So I've been told by Maison Dior, they only give you one of these luxury samples per purchase, or you could choose to get 3 small spray samples of your choice per purchase. Now, since you've seen the unboxing of Belle de Jour and my first impressions of it, I literally came or arrived to the Maison Dior the day that they kind of were unboxing them, and they hadn't unboxed the samples yet. So the sales associate remembered that I got absolutely no sample with my first purchase. That's why she gave me 2, because one of the samples was to kind of apologize for the fact that I got no sample of these fragrances with the Belle de Jour purchase. That's why I got 2, not because I was favored by the sales associate, but because that's, it was just kind of fair game from their end. So they come in these pouches, and you could choose which ones they have. Of course, granted, they have them in stock, obviously. Okay, so let's open up the first one. And they are the miniature sizes of the bigger bottles, really cute. I got a Dior Amour, which is the 3rd purchase I want to make. However, every time, I'm on a waiting list, but every time I'm there, the Dior Amour in 40 milliliter is sold out or not available for reorder. So since I'm traveling a lot, I don't want to purchase a big bottle because then I can't take it with me on board, because the size after the 40 ml is 125 ml, very unpractical. So this is a 7.5 milliliter Dior Amour splash bottle. There's a spongy thing at the bottom here, but not at the top. Really cute packaging and great little pouches. I wonder if the pouch states where it's made. Let's see. On the inside, I always check for all these details, wherever and whenever possible, but doesn't seem like they want to tell us where this freebie was made. No, okay. Doesn't matter. So we got Dior Amour as the first freebie. I will be testing this one out for sure. And then the second one, Sakura, that is supposed to be reminiscent of cherry blossom, cherry trees or cherry blossoms in Japan. And so this one has to have a hint of cherry blossoms in it. That little pinky color, it's really beautiful. Also 7.5 milliliter splash bottle. Really gorgeous. I've just realized something I haven't realized before, and that is that when you purchase the 40 milliliter bottles, they have these stickers on them, right? So of course I like to travel with them, but then I think to myself, wherever I put them, the stickers might, scratch or peel off. Well, as I was kind of wrapping up after the video, so I'm going to kind of edit this into the video somewhere. These little pouches for the samples that you get for free for the Maison Dior, the 7.5 ml bottles. You might even get these pouches with sprayer bottles, the little 2 milliliter or 1.5 milliliter spray bottles, but that's not the point. The point is this: if you do get these pouches and you do get the 40 milliliter bottle size sprayers or sprays, look what happens. Haha. They don't really close completely, but they close enough to keep them kind of safe and protected for traveling. And then you tie them together. I guess the knot, you could do a knot. Kind of. And there you go. You take it with you on the road. Okay, it's a little bit deformed now, but you know what I mean? The bottle is protected and safe in its little pouch. Loving this. This is perfect. I'm totally sold on these freebie giveaway pouches. The 40 ml bottles fit perfectly inside. If you purchase this one in 250 ml or 450 ml, granted they even produce 450 ml, I'm not so sure if by purchasing 450 or 250 ml, they are allowed to give you more samples. I mean, I don't know if that would make sense. So, but for example, if you were to get 250 ml, maybe they would give you 2 of these instead of just 1, because 40 ml is the smallest size you can purchase. And if they do give you one of these exclusives with the purchase of this one, then I don't know, logic would tell me that kind of you should get more samples with the purchase of a bigger bottle. However, what I did calculate is if you were to decide to get the instead of this little kind of luxury sample, to get 3 spray samples of these Maison Dior perfumes, you would be missing out on a couple of milliliters because these are 7.5 ml and the other ones are around 2 ml, so you will be getting 6 milliliters instead of 7.5. So definitely, if they do ask you to choose between the two, I mean, unless you really don't want to try out 3 different ones, then I get it. Like if you want to immediately have the quantity of the differentiation of the perfumes and you want to test those out, then go for the 3, but you're getting less milliliter for, you know, for your buck. Plus, these are really beautiful bottles. So I would always tend to go for this. If they give you a choice, you know, maybe they don't even give you a choice. They just say pick 3 spray bottles. I don't know. But anyway, Balade Sauvage is developing heavenly on my skin. I'm going to have to test it. I mean, it's really hot these days and it's extremely also humid. So this one kind of right now is very, very good on my skin because it's refreshing. It almost smells like fresh ocean breeze mixed with fig on a hot summer's day. So there you have it, guys. I hope you like this unboxing. Review of Balade Sauvage is coming soon. By the way, quick note before we end it, Sauvage has nothing to do with the Dior Sauvage perfume that's out now in Eau de Toilette and Eau de Parfum concentrations. It just has a Sauvage in the name, but it doesn't smell at all like Dior Sauvage, in case somebody's been asking themselves. And also, unisex, unisex, unisex. Perfume knows no gender, as I always say. For those of you who wish to support the channel and see it grow even quicker, and have access to exclusive content, both video and photography, you could pledge on Patreon. Super Dacob, all spelled together. You could become a patron on Patreon of the Fashion Bunker. If you haven't already but wish to, you can also consider subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you very soon. Never give up on love. Bye.